Hello, here's Sistra. Welcome to my next guide today about diplomacy. So, diplomacy is how you interact with the other nations. In the country there is a diplomacy overview. Here you can see all about your diplomacy. Here you can see how many diplomatic relations you have. So we have at the moment a maximum of 4 relations. If we get over this maximum, every relation above 4 will cost us 1 point per relation, 1 point of diplomatic power per relation per month. So it's quite good to stay in this limit. So good to stay within this limits. If you have quite a lot of diplomacy power income, you can afford to get one more. You can get additional lines, for example. The next one is the diplomatic reputation. The higher the reputation is, the more bonus you get towards your diplomatic actions. And improve relations. It's a bonus to how fast you can improve your relations with other nations. So that's the first thing. Here you can see an overview over your country with culture slots, with stability, and very important with the tag levels. This is important. So here you can see first your enemies. So these are countries who rival you. In this case Denmark, England and Burgundy. And here you can select your rival or your rivals. First we have England, and then we can, if you can see such a red and black flag, you can click on it and select another one. In this case Austria could be good, but Burgundy would be good. This Burgundy, and we have one left, so Denmark is also good. Although in this case Savoy could be an interesting option, Denmark is good. The points with rivals. With rival, if you fight against a rival, or you make war against a rival, you get more prestige from defeating them in battles, for example. The Spanish construction is faster and demanding for provinces, and the peace deal is costs not as much as normally. And also, if you can beat a rival in a war and take land of them, for example, or get stronger, you get power projection. So quite a good thing. And there's also another thing you can do with rivals. I'll show you a little bit later in this guide. And then you have a complete overview over all of your diplomatic relations and actions. And here you have an overview about all the opinions towards the other nations, or towards the other nations, or what the nation for example Aachen has for an opinion about France or about you. Here's the diplomatic feedback. With this I can mark some provinces and can mark them as vital interests, for example. For example, these ones here, these are vital interests. These are provinces I want to, very important for us. So now the question is, what can we do with the other nations? First and most important, what you need are alliances, strong alliances, if possible. So we get on Castile as a strong country and would be quite good as an ally. So if you go on the country, then you get on diplomacy, get to diplomacy overview for Castile. Here you can see the opinion of the casino opinion of France with plus, and the attitude is friendly. Also our opinion is quite good, which is positive. We want an alliance. So Then you can see, in here you can see the attack levels, the prestige, stability, and so on, and ideas of the other country. The next thing is the moment diplomatic feedback, which is quite good. You have a mechanic with the trust. The higher the trust, the better. And the next thing are the favors. If you want to call an ally in your war to help you, you need at least 10 favors. It's a mechanic that is, one point very intelligent, but the way it is made, it's implemented, is quite dumb. Because simply because that you need a certain amount of favors to, so you can call them. This is quite nonsense. And then you can manage the attitude towards the country. And here you can, if you're allied, you can increase the Gaussian trust by spending 10 favors. You earn favors over time, and you can earn favors by honoring an alliance. So if they call you to war and you honor this and help them, you can get quite a lot of favors. That's the point on this. So here you can let them prepare for war, cost you favors, so they will wait until you call them. Next thing is the opinion. Show opinion of Gaussian, so what opinions the others have of Gaussian and vice versa. And the next are diplomatic actions. The next important is here you can see the overview of Gaussian's diplomatic actions, especially their allies. Their allies here, at the moment they are with Portugal. So if you want to go war with a country, you should check their allies before. But this more about this in the next guide about the art of war. Then you can see who rivaled them and who they rivaled. For example, Aragon. So it's quite positive if we both rival Aragon. And it's quite good if we can alliance. So now here you can see, as you go to show diplomatic actions, you can see all the diplomatic actions you can do. First we can declare war. Then if you do this, or if you click on declare war, you get this one and you can confirm it. But I will tell you more about this in the next guide. Then we have the alliance actions. Three of them. Offer alliance. If we click on this, we can offer them alliance. We will see here if they are willing to agree or not. They are willing me, so I can confirm this. I do this. I offer them an alliance. Then you can form a coalition against this country. But you can only do this if you have at least 50 degrees of expansion. Opinion modifier. Or you can offer them counter-terry. So you can rent troops to them. That's the alliance options. Then you have influence actions. For example, you can enforce peace. If they are at war with another country, you can try to enforce a peace. If they accept, it's okay. If not, you're called into the war. Then you can offer visualization, especially quite good for small countries, like for them. Oh, they are vassal. Oh, of course. Okay. You can offer visualization. So if you offer them a visualization, they accept to become your vassal. But it's quite hard because they cannot be too big, or you cannot have a core province of them. So a little bit complicated, not so easy to get. Then you can proclaim guarantee, which is quite a dumb thing. So you can guarantee Gaussian. So if another country attacks them, you can protect them. That's the point, but it's quite dumb at a point that if I want to attack them, I have to cancel this guarantee, or I will get a hard stability hit, for example, when I declare the war. And if I do this, if I put away this guarantee, then I will have a truce for 5 years. And so in this time, during this time period, they can be attacked by other nations. So this is quite dumb. Or you can send a warning. So if I want Castile and they attack Aragon, then Aragon can call me into this war against Castile. This is quite a little bit better option than to guarantee someone. To warn the neighbors. If I want to attack Aragon, I want Castile. Mainly I will want Castile so they don't attack them. And but I can attack them without having a truce. So quite good. Or I can read war if I have a claim on a province. I can try to threaten Castile with a war. So to say that if you don't give me this province, I will crush you in the war and get us by force. Quite helpful. Quite helpful. Against, especially against weak nations. This is really helpful to get additional provinces without doing war. Especially maybe in a place where you don't want to do war at this moment. Then we have relations actions. We can improve the relations. So we send a diplomat there. He stands there for quite a time and improves the relations over time. It's always good to have good relations, especially with the allies, so they don't break the alliance. And we can send inside. This will give them a casus belli, and this will lower our relations with them. Dynastic actions, royal marriage, quite important. If you can do royal marriage, do it, because it gives you a higher chance to get an heir, a better chance to get a queen. Sorry, and it gives you additional legitimacy per year. So quite good. And if you have a royal marriage and they don't have an heir, and you have your dynasty on the throne, you can claim the throne, which gives you a casus belli against them to build a personal union with them. Covered actions. The most important thing is to build a spy network, because you need a spy network to do certain things. There are quite a lot of things you can do, as you can see. The main thing is fabricate claims. So, because if you want to go to war, you need a casus belli. If you go to a war without a casus belli, you get quite a stability hit, for example, and the claim is the most popular one. But there are also other casus belli, which I want to about which I want or will tell you in the next guide. Then you can support rebels, steal maps, and so on and so on. I hardly use them. You need quite a big spy network, and you need a certain diplomatic technology to do some things. And they're not really that strong. Then economy actions, also quite good. You can ask them for transfer trade power to you, which increases your trade income. Quite good. But this also costs you a slot in diplomatic relations. Don't forget about this. You can issue an embargo. So, and here's the point. Now we will go to England. We have a truce. Damn it. Yeah, this is good. I go to Burgundy, they are our rival. I can issue an embargo to them. I will do this. This gives an additional power projection. It's the first one, embargo in Burgundy. Helps them out, or gives them a malus in or minus in our trade notes. And this is the point, is they're our rival. It costs us nothing. We don't lose anything in the trade notes because they're a rival. So embargo is only for rivals. So then you can sell ships. If you have too much ships, you can sell them, for example, to Castile. Maybe we can simply try it. You have to wait. Yeah, it's okay. yeah, here get royal marriage offers and alliance offers and so on. Especially the from Castile, I would take it. You see, your legitimacy is higher, improved relations goes better, and chance of a new year. I will use it. So, but the point is, we have to wait quite a month if we can do another action, another diplomatic action again. So we try to sell our ships. We have a fleet, but it won't get it. Why? Didn't want as many transports. Okay, it would exceed their fleet limit. Oh, okay, so no chance. They would have a fleet limit to buy our ships. Request to share maps. We don't have positive prestige. We can request. Oh man. Request to share map, to share their maps with us. It costs us prestige, but we can see more of. But if we can do it, we can see, for example, more from here. But if to do this, if I want, for example, here to see here more in this place here, in this area, I have my ships to be placed here. So they can get the information. Then we can send them a gift. This will increase, as you can see, for 60 months, it will increase our relations. We can loan an offer. We can loan offer of them a loan. We can give subsidies. We can give them subsidies. So every month a little bit of our money, so they have a little bit higher income for 10 years, 20 years, and so on. It will raise also their opinion of us to a maximum of 15 points. And we can also sell them a province. For example, Narbonne. I would like to sell them Narbonne. I don't need this province, but they don't want it. Oh, dumb. Because they don't accept this culture. This is a little bit dumb. So you can also sell the province. That's economic actions. Then you have access actions. The main thing you would do is ask for military access. I would do it. Simply because if I don't have this military access, they didn't grant me this. My troops cannot go there. And this can be really problematic. A military access costs you one slot in your diplomatic relations. It's really important to know that. Also, you can ask for fleet basic rights. Basic rights. So, if I have fleet here, they get attrition, so I want them to base them somewhere they can repair. I can ask for this rights. They will grant me them, but it costs me a monthly fee. Also, we can offer them fleet basing rights and offer them military access, which will simply higher our raise their opinion of us. Then we have, as France, as we are a great power, also great power actions. We cannot take on foreign debt, but they're great power that they have no debt, so we can not do this. We can influence the nation, costs a little bit of, or can cost quite some money, but gives its additional opinion, raises the opinion. Intervene in war, and can do this as a great power. If there are a war with at least one great power on one side of the war than on the other, so then you can intervene. And also the AI can intervene in your wars. That's a point. It's also good to know, important to know. And you can break their lines. So if they have the lines of Portugal, they don't want this lines, I can try to break it. But we had need positive prestige in them. I went to Portugal. Maybe I can try it, I can show you, but it's not possible at the moment because of prestige is negative. This is not good. You can break the lines, or at least you can try it. This one is not really strong. Don't forget it. This is too weak, and you can't do this on another great power nation. But on smaller nations you can try it, but it's not often that it would work. They will accept it. This they have to rework this. This is not very good. So that's about diplomacy actions you can do. So also, if you go on the countryside, on the diplomatic feedback, you can see what they are saying. That's what provinces they are saying that they are important to them. So also quite good to know, because if we won't take too much of them, it is possible that they will rival me and break the alliance. So it's also good to know this. Yeah, what can we say about the diplomats? They have a traveling time. The farther away the target is, the longer the time. And that's what we need to know. There's another thing, quite important. If you go to production interface, and with the mandate of having DLC, you get below here on the lowest part a diplomacy overview. A really good thing. Along for this, it's quite good to have the DLC, because this makes your life a lot easier. First, because what you can do here, the first page is assign your diplomats. I can assign, as you see, I assigned one of my diplomats to go to my allies and raise their opinion of me. And then we go through all of my allies until an ally rise it again, reach this limit, and go to the next one. It goes automatically. You can also do this to subject countries, and this is really great, because you don't need to get with your rude diplomats and send them here. You can make this quite automatic, and this is great. But the next thing is really good: the alliance actions. If we go into the alliance actions, I get an overview of which countries want an alliance with me. If I click here on alliance, first I can say there are 66 countries who probably accept. If I click on this, I get an overview. The cool thing is, all that would accept is green. And also I can see here. Now I have to think about is what would be good for us, or good for me to have as an ally. For example, I could ally the Ottomans, which is quite strong. I would do this. I click on here and can offer them an alliance. No, it's 0, because I need to wait a day to the next alliance. No, we are 66. If I go to this, at the moment I don't have a diplomat. Next one needs 6 days until he's there. He's back at home, and then we can offer the next alliance. And we have to look what will be good. Savoy could be good, Genoa, Venice, Aragon. If I don't want to attack them, could be also a good one. Dithmarschen and Siena, and so on and so on and so on. Bohemia could be quite a good one. But the point is that there are more. It's quite hard to help them. Yeah, it's not so easy. I will scroll a little bit down. So I have here, for example, Granada. To get Granada, I would need to hire or to raise. I cannot offer them an alliance. But if I like to have the alliance, I will have to raise their opinion of me. So I go to them, I go to relations actions and improve relation. The relations improves. That's why I get additional points here. As you can see, French army strength, diplomatic reputation, navy strength, but the neutral attitude and not the same religion group, and the opinion is -1. As I raise opinion, the positive will also raise, and I could get this alliance. Also important for alliances are the royal marriages. If you can get the royal marriages before an alliance, or it can be the way that you don't get an alliance, but you're missing, for example, 5 or 10 points on positives and negative. But you can maybe get a royal marriage, and if you do this, I lost the word. Damn it. It's more likely that you can push your alliance, because you get a bonus through the royal marriage of, I think, plus some points on the positive side. So it can help you. Royal marriage can help you with the alliance you need. So that's what you really need to know here. And also you have quite more with influence, actions of civilization, proclaim guarantee, and so on and so on and so on. So remarriages also, and so on, economy actions, issue embargo, send gifts, subsidiaries, and so on. Taking from debt, there's something we could do. Away from my diplomat. And we try to just take the foreign debt. I go to Albania, they have a debt of 42, and I pay this and they have a better opinion of me. So, yeah, quite good. This overview is extremely good, is what makes a mandate of having a good DLC and a nice to have DLC. Because this makes your life a lot easier, definitely. So, yeah, this is all. This is all you need to know about the diplomacy. The main thing is have your allies, have strong allies to really help you. But it can also be quite a pain in the ass if they steadily call you into wars. This can be really pain in the ass, because if they call you into war and you say no, you get quite a strong prestige penalty, for example. So this is most important. You need alliances. They are important, and that's the main thing you need to know. So we will see in the next guide, and then all about the art of war. Until then, bye.